Hey everyone, Pograj here. So, as it has been a while since I last recorded, but I just felt that I had some time on my hand and I thought I might as well, you know, record some games and see how it went. But this is not a live game, this is actually a replay of a game I just played, actually. This is for a Little Cup World Cup game, which is LCWC, and it's between my country, India, and Team US East. Now, I'm playing black and white LC in this. I just started with Swashy LC, but I could not find wins in that, so I decided to move to Black White, where I had got 60 last year. So this was a week four game actually. We are currently we and my game was important because if I won, that meant that I would win the week for my team. So yeah, and looking at the matchup, I just went to the game now. So yeah, look at the matchup. My team, it had a Scarf Opera, which the basic idea behind that was to catch drillets, to catch magmites, which are quite common in Black Sea. And having Scarf Arbor means that I can attack magmite on the switch and chip it out enough to the fact that at some point if in the end game, sometimes it's like Scarf Magnemite is in, and he believes that it is a normal stash life of Abra, then I'll just continue from there. But no, I am Scarf, so that means that I've just picked up kill right there. Same thing with Neglect. Sometimes you Neglect switch into Abra to try and trap and kill it, but with Scarf I can outspeed and to hit kill it. So that was the idea behind it. And other than that, I had a normal 17 speed Mianfu, a defensive Porygon, a flying gem, Drifloon, a defensive stealth rock Hippopotas, and a offensive-ish Staryu with two attacks, rapid spin, and recover. Now, at the matchup, I see that my Abra is damn good, right? He is using a fight spam team with Mainfu and Timber. And usually, when you see a fight spam team, you feel that the Mienfu is always be offensive as in Scarf. Be faster than Abra, be U turn out on it freely, and etc. etc. And then he had a Porygon, which again I thought was similar to mine, being defensive, and a Caruana, which is usually physical based in Black White, but could be higher, but it could have been special as well. But I'm not too sure at that time. Then we had a Riblet and a Ghastly. Ghastly, on preview I thought it might be more of a support set, but I was not sure what set actually could run because Ghastly can many things in Black White. It can be support, it can be offensive, it can be a Black Sludge variant, so with many possibilities rather than Black White. So with that in mind, I started the game. I thought that okay, Abra is very good in this game, and if I can catch the Scarf Mianfu turn one, I would be in a fantastic position. So that's what I did. I started with my Mianfu, my Abra, sorry, as it is Mianfu. Now here I just clicked. I was like 100% sure that he would be a Scarf variant, which would help me catch it off guard and pick up my KO. So I did that. I attacked the Mianfu Psychic, but it turned out to be a defensive Mianfu with some speed of investment, which helps it to live in Abra Psychic, which is non-life form. Now I and that he turned out and I lost my Abra turn one, and from that point on, I was now at this point I was really worried what to do because my Abra was damn good, and now that I had lost it, it became quite tough. Quite tough, sorry. So now I had to think of means and ways to get back in the game, so to say. But my Drifloon, if you look at the matchup, is still really, really good. All I had to do was chip down Porygon enough for it to be for it to die to acrobatics. So that was my game plan at that point. Once I lost map, I was like, okay, my Drifloon can still win. So I need to set up a position where I can make sure that Drifloon can swim his team, more or less. So now I think it was Ghastly, so I will star you here. Now, the reason I went Staryu because it was faster than Ghastly and I had to Hydro Bomb for damage. If it was offensive, it did a lot of damage. It had 80% chance to kill as well. If it was defensive, then I still did a decent chunk. So I clicked Hydro Bomb here and did just a 3-1, which meant it was quite defensive as hell. And I think he knocks me off here, which wasn't the biggest deal in the world because I didn't care about knockoff that much. So much so as I wanted health on my Staryu. And when he did not Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball me, I was like, okay, this is fine. This is the best scenario that I could get out of this turn. So now after this, I then just go to main fu on the Predicted Polygon. Now here, I was damn sure he would not let me knock the Polygon because if the Polygon is knocked, then my Drifloon is pinned on the spot. So I bet him to go back to Ghastly, so I just knock off here. Anyway, it was quite free. And yeah, then I proceeded to U-turn out. He did miss a Will-O-Wisp here, but if there was no one, it wasn't the biggest in the world because Mainfu's main idea is that it's a great pivot with Regenerator. So it could easily still come in, do massive damage, even if burnt, and still be a menace to his team. So it didn't matter too much to me if he burnt me or not, but it definitely sucks that he missed. Now here, I go back into my style, which covered more or less everything that he will go for. I believe he goes to Polygon here. Yeah. Now, here I thought, okay, he has Trace my Natural Cure with his ability Trace. Trace allows it to get the ability of other Pokemon. Now, here I thought that I could. Because Polygon can usually run stuff like a status move, recover, try attack, and either Thunderbolt or Ice Beam. So, I spent a status move here, so I thought I'll just go to my Polygon first, trace that Natural Cure, and as it toxics me. Now, the fact it toxic me, that he was toxic in the first place, was good because then I could go for main fu easily. And good thing about that, main fu has Regenerator, so I could easily heal by the damage done by toxic. Had he been a Thunderwave variant, that would have been a bit more known because then I have to deal with full paras and whatnot. So here I just go hard into my main fu because now look at this. His gas is gone, and there's zero switch-ins to the high jumping for main fu. So now I just went to my main fu and seeing the damage that it took from Psyche, I was sure it was not 70 speed few. So this was a free high jump kick and I picked up kill either way unless I missed. I don't miss. I picked up my first kill with main fu with high jump kick, and now the score is 5-4. Now, so okay, now he then proceeds to go to Timber. Now, Timber usually are a guts bulked up variants in black white. So my thought process at this point was maybe I should just knock it first and then go to Hippopotas. Hippopotas did not do much in this game anymore. I needed either Hippopotas or Polygon to add good health to live for the end game of Carvana if he just went for it. So, but Polygon of course was the most safer choice. So I just go to my, after knocking this here, I go to my Hippopotas as he bugs up. And now I wanted my rocks up because having Stealth up would help with the roles of acrobatics with Polygon because Polygon comes in, takes chip from rocks, takes sand chip as well. So this helps me a lot in terms of getting value and getting the damage I need to get Polygon, to kill Polygon rather, so that I can win the game from there. So I go for my rocks here. Gamepass did nothing. As he bugs up again. Now, in the next turn here, he predicts me to go into my Drifloon, which actually I'm not too sure what I would ever do because it being such a good mon for me. And in hindsight, I was thinking that okay, even if he bugs up to max, I would still go into my Staryu to pick up a kill. But even then, I think payback was maybe a bit too greedy on his part. But because I was committed to sacking my Hippopotas here. So I just do that. I just wait for chip, and as the drain punches back for some health back. Now I go Drifloon, and now look at this again. I have a Flying Gem Drifloon, which is poised to ready and kill a mon again. Because if he goes Polygon, he takes 2 hit cure. If he goes Carvana, he dies. Diglett dies. Timber at +2 dies as anyway because it has Eviolite knocked off already. So here he goes to Polygon. Now here, this is what matters. Now this chip from rocks, then my acrobatics, 50, and now this sand chip. This was important to get the roll in my favor to kill Polygon right here. And at this point, acrobatics literally sweeps everyone. It's basically game over now because it was Diglett. Diglett could be now Sucker Punch, it could be. Well, Sucker Punch was the most fearful one that I was worried about. So I sub here to stop for it. He decided to for Pursuit. So I just Acrobat his next turn to pick up my KO. Now here he went to Kalwana next. Now this was 50-50 here because had I subbed on the Protect, I won. If he attacked on my sub, he won. Not one, but I still had a Polygon. But actually, I still could get flinched to that. That could be a meaning path for him as well. But here I just raw acrobatic to I just won 50-50, so to say, and just raw attacked him. And at that point, game over. So game was done. So yeah, this was my week 4 game. Had a very rough start, but clawed my way back to win the game for my team, and we won the way from there. I think after this win, we go to third in our pool, and I think top 4 qualify for the next round of matches. So yeah, we're in good position right now. We are 5-1 up, and then 2 games remaining. If we win those 2 games as well, we have a very good differential, which help us a lot in the later stage of the game of the tournament. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like, please share support, like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Goodbye.